What is happening? I'm N64 Josh, and this is me checking out the new Super Nintendo controller that's out for the Nintendo Switch. This thing's pretty sweet. I got a little funny story to tell real quick before I jump into this thing. I got this today, all right? This morning, I get to the gym, like 3 o'clock, right? I'm lifting, I get an email. It says, hey, your controller's shipped today. So I take a picture of it, I post it on Instagram. All right. Well, I then get a message on Twitter from a friend of mine who's out delivering, and she's like, hey, I think I got your controllers in my truck. So she shows up and drops these things off today. So first question I had was, how do they feel? They feel exactly like the NES Classic. You've got that kind of textured plastic, and yeah, they feel and look identical to it. The main difference is you've got USB-C back here. You've also got the ZR and ZL buttons back there. That's it. Those are your main differences. You have a, in order to sync, right there. You got your lights right there. Okay. The only thing that this thing is really missing is a home button, right? And there could be some crazy combination. I didn't even look at the instructions. All right. So there could be some crazy combination. I don't know. But these feel good. We're going to jump into some Super Mario Kart real quick and just kind of check it out. So here's the main overlay. Let's see how these things feel. Oh, to suspend the game, 2 buttons. Nice. Okay. So here we go. We're jumping into time trials. So I do this live on twitch.tv/N64Josh. And if you're into some Super Mario Kart time trials, well, good news. Coming out in the Twitch stream. If you don't have time to play or don't have time to be in the Twitch stream, that's okay. You can still be a part of these time trials. All you got to do is this week, Donut Plains. Next week will be Ghost Valley 1. Okay? Tweet at me at N64Josh and use the hashtag N64Josh. And whoever has the fastest time, you're going to get shouted out on the Nintendo Powercast. All right, so here we go. Let's jump in with the Super Nintendo controller. Here it is. I can tell you right now, it feels good to play this game with a Super Nintendo controller. It really does. I'm pretty rusty at this game. Like, especially compared to the newer Mario Karts, like, the cornering and stuff is very, very different. Those Mode 7 graphics, right? Mode 7. More hopping, less actual drifting. See, we're getting the pro tips. We're getting the pro tips from the chat right now. So there you go. How does the controller feel? That's what everybody wants to know. D-pad feels smooth. It feels like the right height. Let me show you guys. Right here. Okay. Here's 8-bit do. Right? 8-bit do, 8-bit do. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Side by side. Here they are. Okay. You can see them both on screen there. Right? They look very similar. You're going to notice the start button and the select button are not on an angle on the 8-bit do. All right. This one here. And other than that, they feel pretty much the same, except for one difference is the D-pad on the 8-bit do is a little bit taller, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit taller. So if you are like a connoisseur of Nintendo controllers, you're gonna pick that up, all right? The other thing we can compare this to is the SN30 Pro. Now, the SN30 Pro has very similar D-pad height to the Nintendo brand Super Nintendo controller. So there you go. There you go. There's a look, right? It's USB-C right there. They send a cable, right? So if you guys are like me and you have a handful of Nintendo accessories, wow, you got so many USB-C cables. It's crazy. It's crazy. So feels good in the hands. If you've ordered yours, it should be on the way. I've seen some people message me on Instagram and stuff like, they're not even available anymore. What's going on? I'm assuming if Nintendo, you know, they're going to get more. They're going to get more. I just don't, I think they never sold out of the NES ones. And I think selling these individually for $30, they kind of flew off the shelves. and I think a lot of people got pretty excited about them. So they should be back. They should be back. I'm fairly confident they're going to be back. So there you go. Super Nintendo controller for the Nintendo Switch. I'm loving it. Playing some Super Nintendo games. Got any questions, comments? Let me know down below. We'll see you in the next video. Bye now.